Hello guys, the topic is adrenergic agonist. Adrenergic agonist mimic the action of sympathetic stimulation. Adrenergic transmission. The transmitter in the sympathetic system is non-adrenaline Na. Nerve that synthesize, store and release Na are called adrenergic nerve. Synthesis of catecholamine began with the amino acid tyrosine, which is transported into the adrenergic neuron by active transport. In the neuronal cytosol, tyrosine is converted to dopa by tyrosine hydroxylase and dopa to dopamine by dopa decarboxylase. Dopamine enters the stored vesicle of the nerve terminal by active transport, where it is converted to Na by enzyme dopamine beta hydroxylase. The non-adrenaline form get stored into vesicle. In adrenaline medulla, non-adrenaline is further converted to adrenaline by N-methyltransferase. A small quantity of Na are released continuously into the synaptic cleft and large quantity during nerve stimulation. Three processes are involved in termination of action of released non-adrenaline in the synaptic cleft. First, most of released Na is taken back into the adrenergic nerve terminal, which is either stored in vesicle or inactivation by mitochondrial monoamine oxidase MAO in cytosol. Neuronal reuptake is most important mechanism through which the termination of action of Na take place in synaptic cleft. Second, a small amount of Na from the synaptic cleft diffuse into circulation and get inactivation in the liver by COMT and MAO. A small quantity of Na is transported into other tissue. Now, metabolism of catecholamine. Vanillyl mandelic acid is the main metabolic of catecholamine excreted in urine. Normal value of VMA is 4 to 8 mg per 24 hours urine. Its level are raised in pheochromocytoma, a tumor of adrenal medulla, and sympathetic ganglia. Stimulation of level of catecholamine and their metabolites in blood and urine is of great value in diagnosis of pheochromocytoma. CT and MRI scan are important diagnostic aid. Now, types, distribution and function of adrenergic receptor. They are divided into alpha and beta type, which are located on cell membrane. All adrenergic receptor are G-protein coupled receptor and regulated the production of intracellular secondary messenger. They are further divided into various subtypes, which are as follow. Alpha is divided into alpha 1 and alpha 2. Now alpha 2 is further divided into presynaptic and postsynaptic. Beta is divided into beta 1, beta 2 and beta 3. Now distribution of various adrenergic receptor in effect of action of activation of alpha 1 receptor. In blood vessel constriction, in GI sphincter increase in tone, in urinary sphincter increase in tone, in radial muscle contraction. Now effect of activation of presynaptic alpha 2 receptor. It mediate negative feedback control of Na secretion. Alpha 2 receptor decrease the release of Na from sympathetic nerve endings. Now effect of activation of postsynaptic vascular alpha 2 receptor. Its mediate stimulatory effect, vasoconstriction and venoconstriction. Now effect of activation of alpha 2 receptor on various secretion. It beta cell of isolates of Langerhans in pancreas, decrease in insulin secretion. In ciliary epithelium, reduction of aqueous humor secretion. In sympathetic nerve endings, decrease in NS release. Effect of activation of beta 1 receptor. In heart, cardiac stimulation. In kidney, promote renin release. In stimulatory effect due to activation of beta 2 receptor. In liver, stimulation of glycogenolysis. In skeletal muscle contraction. In ciliary epithelium, increase in secretion of aqueous humor and uptake of potassium and into cell. Now inhibitory effect of activation of beta 2 receptor. Bronchial, uterine, vascular, bladder, smooth muscle. Smooth muscle relaxation. In GI smooth muscle, activation of both alpha and beta receptor cause relaxation. Effect of activation of beta 3 receptor. Adipose tissue, lipolysis. Now adrenergic drug. The adrenergic drug mimic the effect of sympathetic stimulation. They are also referred to as adrenergic agonist. Classification of adrenergic drugs on the basis of their chemical structure. Catecholamine. Adrenergic with catechol nucleus are called catecholamine. For example, adrenaline, non-adrenaline, dopamine and dobutamine. Second, non-catecholamine. Adrenergic that lacks catechol nucleus are called non-catecholamine. For example, tyramine, amphetamine, salbutamol. Third, on the basis of their mechanism of action. Direct action, they act directly by stimulating adrenergic receptor. Second, indirect action, they are acting by releasing non-adrenaline from adrenergic nerve ending. Third, mixed acting, these drugs act both directly and indirectly on the basis of their therapeutic uses. First, to rise blood pressure in shock, they are dopamine, non-adrenaline, as bronchodilator, that are salbutamol, dobutamine, as cardiac stimulation, adrenaline, dobutamine, as CNS stimulation, modafinil, amphetamine, for local vasoconstriction effect, adrenaline, as nasal decongestant, phenylephrine, as uterine relaxant, terbutamine, salbutamol, as mydriatics like ephedrine. Now direct acting adrenergic drugs. Adrenaline alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2 and beta 3 agonist. It is catecholamine which is secreted mainly by adrenal medulla. Adrenaline is a direct acting non-selective adrenergic agonist. Now pharmacological action. Adrenaline act on alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2 and beta 3 receptor. Cardiovascular system. First, heart. Adrenaline is a powerful cardiac stimulator. It acts mainly by interacting with beta 1 receptor and producing various effects. They are as follow. First, increase in heart rate. Second, increase in myocardial contractibility. Increase in conduction velocity. Increase in cardiac output. Increase in automaticity and increase in cardiac work and its oxygen requirement. Second, blood vessel and blood pressure. Blood vessel of skin and mucous membrane are contracted by adrenaline. It also contracts renal, mesenteric, pulmonary and splenic vessel, but dilate the blood vessel of skeletal muscle and coronary vessels. Now respiratory system. Adrenaline rapidly relax beta 2 bronchial smooth muscle. It is potent bronchodilator but has a short duration of action. It inhibits the release of inflammatory mediators from mast cell. It also reduces secretion and relieve mucosal congestion by vasoconstriction effect. Third, GIT. It relaxes the smooth muscle of GIT. It reduces the intestine tone and peristaltic movement, but the effects are transient. Fourth, bladder. It relaxes the juxtafocal muscle and contracts the sphincter, as a result in many cases difficulty in urination. Fifth, CNS. In therapeutic dose, adrenaline does not cross blood-brain barrier, hence CNS effects are minimal, but in high dose it may cause headache, restlessness and tremor. Sixth, eye. Adrenaline has poor penetration through cornea when applied topically into the eye. Hence, it is administered as product. 7. Metabolic effect. Adrenaline increases blood glucose level by stimulating hepatic glycogenolysis, reducing insulin secretion, decreasing uptake of glucose by peripheral tissue. Other effect. Adrenaline facilitates neuromuscular transmission and also postpone fatigue. It reduces plasma K+ level by promoting uptake of potassium into cell, particularly into the skeletal muscle. Now, adverse effect and contraindication. The adverse effect of adrenaline are extension of its pharmacological action. They are tachycardia, palpitation, headache, restlessness, tremor and rise in blood pressure. The serious side effects are cerebral hemorrhage and cardiac arrhythmias. Now, therapeutic uses of adrenaline. Anaphylactic shock. Adrenaline is the life-saving drug in anaphylactic shock. Adrenaline 0.5 ml of 1:1000 solution is administered intramuscularly. It rapidly reverses the manifestation of severe allergic reaction. Now, bronchial asthma. Adrenaline is powerful bronchodilator and has rapidly onset but short duration of action. It is useful for acute severe asthma. The beneficial effect of adrenaline in bronchial asthma are shown. Adrenaline 0.3 to 0.5 ml of 1:1000 solution is given subcutaneously. It can be given by inhalation. It is used as decline because of its dangerous cardiac stimulant effect. Now, it is treatment of cardiac arrest due to drawing or electrocution. Adrenaline is injected intravenously in 1:10,000. Contraction along with other supportive measures such as external cardiac massage. Prolong the duration of local anesthesia. Adrenaline with lignocaine. Adrenaline by its vasoconstrictor effect delay absorption of local anesthetic and prolong the duration of local anesthesia. Fifth, control epistaxis and other capillary oozing. Adrenaline is used as a local hemostatic to control bleeding following tooth excretion and during procedure in nose, throat and larynx because it is vasoconstrictor effect. Sixth, glaucoma. Adrenaline has poor penetration when applied locally into the eyes. Hence, it is administered as prodrug. Now, non-adrenaline alpha-1, alpha-2 and beta-1 agonist. Non-adrenaline is catecholamine. It is neurotransmitter in adrenergic. It is act on alpha-1, alpha-2 and beta-1 adrenergic receptor, has negligible beta-2 action. The main action of non-adrenaline is on cardiovascular system. It has direct cardiac stimulant effect. Contraction all the blood vessels including those of skin, mucous membrane, renal, mesenteric, pulmonary, skeletal muscle. The systolic, diastolic and pulse pressure is also increased. There is reflex bradycardia. Now, isoprenaline, beta-1, beta-2 and beta-3 agonist. It is synthetic non-selective beta receptor agonist with a catechol nucleus. It has potent beta action but no action on alpha receptor. It is a powerful cardiac stimulant. It has a positive inotropic, chronotropic, and dromotropic effect. It dilates renal, mesenteric, and skeletal muscle and blood vessel. Systolic blood pressure is minimally changed, but the diastolic and mean arterial pressure is reduced. It relaxes bronchial and GI smooth muscle. It is not effective orally because of extensive first pass metabolism. It can be given parenterally on as aerosol. Now, dobutamine, a relatively selective beta-1 agonist. Dobutamine, a synthetic catecholamine, structurally resembles dopamine. It acts on beta-1, beta-2, and alpha-1 receptor. It is a potent inotropic agent but causes only slight increase in heart rate. Total peripheral resistance is not significantly affected. This is because vasoconstriction is balanced by vasodilation. Now salbutamol, terbutamine, and salmeterol. They are selective beta-2 adrenergic agonists. The main adverse effect of non-selective beta agonist is on the heart. It causes tachycardia, palpitation, cardiac arrhythmia, and may even precipitate angina or MI. Use of these is most obsolete for treatment of asthma. Selective beta-2 agonists are the main drug used in bronchial asthma. Pharmacological action. Pharmacological action of selective beta-2 agonists are that they cause bronchodilation, relaxation of pregnant uterus, dilatation of blood vessel supplying the skeletal muscle, promote hepatic glycogenolysis and uptake of potassium ion into cell. Now therapeutic uses. Bronchial asthma, selective beta-2 agonists are usually administered by aerosol. They produce prompt bronchodilation with minimal systemic side effect. Second, premature labor. On oral or parenteral administration, salbutamol relax pregnant uterus by interacting with beta-2 receptor, hence are used to delay premature labor. Hyperkalemia. Selective beta-2 agonists are useful in hyperkalemia or they promote the uptake of potassium ion into cell, especially into skeletal muscle. Now adverse effect of selective beta-2 agonist. Tremor. It is due to stimulation of beta-2 receptor of skeletal muscle. Tachycardia and palpitation are due to stimulation of beta-1 receptor of heart. Hyperglycemia may occur in diabetic following parenteral administration of beta-2 agonist. Hypokalemia is due to shifted of potassium ion into cell. Now nasal decongestant. The commonly used alpha agonists are nasal decongestant like nafazoline, ethazoline. They are used in allergic, common cold, sinusitis, etc. These drugs stimulate alpha receptor and cause vasoconstriction in the nasal mucous membrane, thus relieve nasal congestion on prolonged use. They cause rebound congestion, atrophic rhinitis, insomnia, and local irritation are the other adverse effect seen in topical decongestant. If systematically absorbed, these drugs may aggressive hypertension. Now selective alpha-2 adrenergic agonist. They include clonidine, alpha-methyl-dopa, and tizanidine. Now indirect acting sympathomimetic agent. Amphetamine. Amphetamine is an indirectly acting agonist agent and has potent CNS stimulant effect. It occurs in two isomers, the D isomer and more potent CNS effect and L isomer on CVS. Pharmacological action. In therapeutic dose, insomnia, alertness, euphoria, increased motor and physical activity, tremor, restlessness, confusion, headache. On chronic use, fatigue, depression, and impaired performance. Suppress appetite. No adverse effect. They are due to the extension of pharmacological action. They are restlessness, insomnia, confusion, fatigue, tremor, hallucination, and suicide tendencies. The cardiac side effects are tachycardia, palpitation, hypertension, angina, and cardiac arrhythmia. Treatment of acute intoxication. Acidification of urine with ascorbic acid promote the excretion of amphetamine, which is a basic drug. Second, sedative are effective to control CNS symptom and sodium nitroprusside for hypertension. Uses. Narcolepsy. It is a sleep disorder characterized by recurrent episode of uncontrolled desire for sleep. As anorelaxant. So, amphetamine-like drugs reduce body weight by suppressing hypothalamic feeding center. Tolerance to this effect develop rapidly. Third, attention deficit hyperkinetic disorder. Amphetamine act paradoxically and control the activity in children with hyperkinetic disorder. The main adverse effects are loss of appetite and insomnia. Modafinil. It is CNS stimulant useful in narcolepsy. No mixed acting adrenergic agent. For example, ephedrine alpha and beta agonist with non-adrenaline release. Ephedrine is a mixed acting adrenergic agonist. It is an alkaloid act on alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2 receptor and release Na from sympathetic nerve ending. Pharmacological uses. Intravenous ephedrine is the drug of choice for treatment hypotension due to spinal anesthesia, as it increases peripheral vascular resistance, heart rate, cardiac output, and thus blood pressure. It was used in heart block and more frequently in bronchial asthma. Now it has been replaced by more selective drug. The side effects are insomnia, hypertension, tachycardia, palpitation, difficulty in urination, occur on repeated administration. Now dopamine, alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1 and D1 agonist with non-adrenaline release. Dopamine is catecholamine and the immediate metabolic precursor of Na. It acts on dopaminergic D1 receptor as well beta 1, alpha 1 adrenergic receptor. Dopamine, like adrenaline and non-adrenaline, is not effective orally. Dopamine is rapidly inactivated by COMT and MAO administered by infusion. Pharmacological action. At low dose, it selectively dilated renal, mesenteric and coronary blood vessel by acting on D1 receptor, resulting in increase in GFR and urine output. At moderate dose, dopamine stimulates beta 1 receptor of heart, increase myocardial contractibility and cardiac output, but tachycardia is less prominent. It stimulates dopaminergic receptor, resulting in increase in GFR. At high dose, it stimulates vascular alpha 1 adrenergic receptor and cause generalized vasoconstriction. This increase afterload and reduce blood flow to renal, mesenteric and other vital organs. So the beneficial effect seen low to moderate dose of dopamine is lost at higher dose. Precaution and adverse effect. During dopamine infusion, the dose of blood pressure, heart rate, ECG and urine output should be carefully monitored. The adverse effects seen are mainly due to sympathetic stimulation. They are nausea, vomiting, headache, hypertension, tachycardia, cardiac arrhythmia, and angina. Therapeutic uses: cardiogenic and septic shock. Dopamine can used because it increase BP as well selective dilate renal, mesenteric, coronary blood vessels and improve blood flow to vital organ. Severe heart failure with renal impairment. Dopamine improve both cardiac and renal function. Now, phenoldopam, D1 agonist. It is administered as infusion in hypertension emergencies. Phenoldopam, D1 agonist, then peripheral vasodilation, then decrease the blood pressure. Its side effects are headache, flushing, reflex tachycardia, and rise the intraocular tension. Other anti-obesity agents are leptin and rimonabant. The main adverse effects of these agents are erection, liability, rise blood pressure, palpitation, sleep disturbance, depression, and dry mouth. Thank you.